I don't know if it's a worldwide phenomenon.
100% it's a worldwide phenomenon.
They're watching it in Japan. They're like,
bro,
what happened to Will Byers?
Yes, dude, it's like the same effect that like maybe that I'm not
They're
saying
not watching Twin Peaks. It'd be like, what happened to Margaret Thatcher or
that's
whatever
what
her
I'm
name
saying.
was.
Margaret Thatcher. Damn, she already killed the guy. That was quick.
No, that was her husband she just killed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she been killed that fool.
Right in the beginning.
Yo, she been killed that fool.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Welcome back to ScareMeTender. Today we have a very special episode. For those who have not been living under a rock,
For the past 10 years.
Right, for the past 10 years, the final season of Stranger Things just dropped.
There's a little show called Stranger Things.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Right.
Maybe seen a couple clips. They're really like a bunch of like D-list actors, a bunch of nobodies, you know. But yeah, wasn't he Hellboy? Hellboy was the cop.
None of those guys at this point are D-list actors. They're not. Shooter Man.
Well, there was a part where
Shooter Man.
Well, isn't there a part where like they go?
Hold up, who is Shooter Man?
Call of Duty Shooter Man.
Shooter Man?
Yeah, that's the newest game.
It's called Call of Duty Shooter Man.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter Man dead.
Isn't there a part where they like go to Thor's house and there's like a rock guy playing Fortnite?
In what movie?
It's Stranger Things.
Yeah, that happened.
No, but yeah, no, the final season of Stranger Things came out.
And the finale just aired the other night.
Right. A lot of interesting things happened. We're not going to completely spoil the ending. We're just going to talk about the show as a whole.
Yeah.
And let's start with
season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Season 1 came out, and
what year was that? Actually, I can tell you. I literally just rewatched
10 years ago, so it
like
was
the whole thing.
2015, bro. I think
it was 2016, actually.
No, I was 14 years old.
16. July 15th, 2016.
You lying, bro? Damn.
But
I must have. Yeah.
So season 1, basically, you may just give a little. I just rewatched like the whole thing.
Yeah, give a little rundown of season 1.
Season 1, Will Byers goes missing, gets sucked away by a Demogorgon.
Right. There's these black creatures that come out of portals.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what these creatures are or what the portals are. All we know is we have our main cast.
They come from another planet.
We have Dustin. We've got Lucas. We've got Mike. We've got Will. And I think that was it for.
There's 4.
Those are the
Dustin,
main boys.
Lucas, Mike, Will. Yep.
Yeah. And then
they find this little girl escapes from Hawkins' lab. She's got crazy powers, dude.
Right.
Will's gone.
She doesn't know how to speak, really. She's
Right. They're like, what the fuck happened to Will?
Is she slow? Also, what happened to Will?
Right.
Also, little Finn Wolfhard as Mike Wheeler has the hots for this strange girl.
Yeah.
That is also bald.
Yeah.
Some might call her a baldie.
Some might. But anyway, so that season plays out. We're gonna pivot away from whatever the fuck that was.
That's not the complete ending, dude.
I mean, well, here's the thing.
No. At the end of season 1, they finally end up going into a portal. I believe either at the lab or somehow, one way or another, they go into a portal and they rescue little Willy.
Yeah, so
little Willy's strapped up on a wall.
11
He's got an alien penile in his mouth. Bruh. I hate to say it because he is a child.
They get Will back. Yeah, please don't. They get Will back. 11 goes missing. Hopper comes back, finds 11. Cut to season 2. 11 is living in a cabin with Hopper, who he's like trying to keep her away from the government.
And we forgot to mention there's another reality dimension called they call it the Upside Down, but it's pretty much where seemingly these creatures are coming from. Come to find out, there is a hive mind aspect to these creatures for this being known as the Mind Flayer, which we learn about in season 2.
Yes.
Because the Mind Flayer starts infecting other people's minds alongside of little Willy, because he
Yeah,
was the
he
first.
won't leave him the fuck alone, bro.
Yeah, and every time
They won't leave my boy Will alone,
every
bro.
time he's trying to have some fun, he starts tweaking.
Every time, dude.
Really, every time that
And
they're
then
having fun.
side quest 11 runs the fuck away to New York City or some shit,
Right.
or maybe Chicago. I think it's Chicago because it's closer to Indiana, um, to Hawkins.
Don't
So
know. Very forgettable moment.
she meets her Indian sister. Not important that she's Indian, but I always
Well, she is Indian. She's also her sister somehow.
yeah.
Um.
They were raised in the lab together.
Oh. Well, either way, her name is 11 because come to find out, there's all these other numbered children that also have
Yeah, I
powers.
think the other one was like number 8 or whatever.
The
The
Indian chick.
sister, yeah, she's at number 8. So anyway, then we cut. She comes back. They beat the mind flayer.
Well, the mind flayer starts, you know,
They get
after it
that.
infests people's minds, it starts melting them together into this.
No, that's the next one.
Oh,
That's
is it?
season 3. Yep. That's when you're
What's the end of
introduced.
season 2 then?
They attack Hawkins' lab. The mind flayer and his demodogs do
Oh,
because Will's mind is infected and he's been telling him like everything that like he's basically a spy and he doesn't even know it. But he's been showing the mind flayer what the main group is like planning.
yeah, doing and everything
Yep.
around them because they're directly involved with
So
all of the major happenings of their town. Coincidentally,
so Joyce's boyfriend
a
Bob.
group of nobody loser
Right.
weird kids that just play D&D,
There's a
which is
common
very relatable.
there's a common thing for the next couple seasons where they'll introduce a character and that character will get popped at the end of the everybody will love him and that character will get popped by the end of the season. In that season it was Bob who was played by
It's season 3.
no. In season 2, Bob, who is Joyce's boyfriend at the time, Bob the Brain or whatever, who's played by what the fuck's his name?
He dies in 3,
No, he
bro,
doesn't.
because
He
he dies
died.
in the mall.
No, he doesn't. Billy dies in the mall in season 3 because Billy gets infected along with the hive mind
Oh,
people.
Bob dies at the lab, and
He
then
dies
Billy
in the
dies at
lab.
the mall.
He gets killed by a demodog.
Okay.
But
Well,
Bob is played
in season
by
3, introduced. Okay.
what the fuck is his name? Sean Astin.
Sean Astin,
Yeah, you're interrupting my fucking
star
thought
of
process.
Goonies,
Star of
and
Goonies and Lord of the Rings.
well, he's not the star in Lord of
He
the
is the
Rings.
star of Lord of the Rings.
Well, really, it's about Samwise
Sam steals the fucking
dealing
show.
with Frodo's bullshit
Yeah.
and being the a better friend than anybody could ever be.
To anyone.
Yeah, honestly.
So
Frodo does so much dumb shit.
that happens. Season 3 kicks off. You're also introduced to this character of Max, who becomes another member of the party.
She is immediately Lucas's love interest.
Yeah.
And Will's as well.
No. No. Sadie Sink is.
Well, nowadays, because she's
attractive.
She is.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Isn't she over?
Yeah, she's like 24, 25 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then.
She grown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with what I said.
No.
About what you think.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing wrong with it, but it's distracting from the whole point of us telling the plot.
She has a brother named Billy.
Billy is also a love interest
and
of
he
mine.
is also Jason from Power Rangers.
Billy's super sexy.
He is.
And he almost fucks Mike's mom in the 3rd season.
It's debatable whether or not he did.
There's no debate because she doesn't show up to fuck him. Bro, your understanding of this show is so fucking loose, my guy. You're like leading the conversation, and then I'm just like, that's not right. That's not right.
Well, Billy likes to plow many overage men.
Billy likes to plow, bro. He's a plowman. He's got a sick mullet wig.
And he's also a dick. And that's really the only characteristics.
No, he's not redeemable.
Noteworthy.
He dies in the 3rd season, which has to do with Steve and Robin, who is also a new character for that season,
right,
who are working at the mall, Starcourt.
And that's when Steve starts becoming friends with Dustin.
Yes,
because season 3.
Well, he becomes friends with Dustin in season 2 because Dustin gets left out of the group activities, and Dustin has gone away to science camp. When he comes back, no, that's in the 3rd. Yeah, so that is the 3rd season. But at the end of in 2nd season, he him and Steve get paired up because Dustin is hiding this polywog version of a demodog that has not fully grown. And they're like, what the fuck is that thing? We don't know. get rid of it. Instead of getting rid of it, he like hides it in his bedroom. It grows, it eats his fucking cat and escapes. And then him and Steve team up to beat the shit out of that or to find that thing.
Mm.
Because Steve has also been broken up with by Nancy,
So
who is
he's
on the road with Jonathan.
uh, so he's kind of exiled from his
Yes,
group as well.
exactly. So
I
and
really
because and
like
because
Dustin and
and
Steve.
because Billy has come to town and he's the new king on campus, Steve is no longer alpha dog at the school.
Mm.
So right, so Dustin and Steve become friends, and then that trickles over into the third season where Dustin goes to see Steve and Robin at Starcourt Mall at Scoops Ahoy, the ice cream parlor, and then they're trying to decipher this Russian transmission that Dustin picked up on his big antenna satellite thing.
Right.
They do
Season
that.
3 culminates with a big battle with the ball.
Yep.
Billy is controlled by the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer has absorbed many people in the town into a giant beast.
11
And
shows up. She
11
kills
shows
it.
up. She kills the thing.
Billy dies in the
Supposedly,
process.
Billy dies.
Meanwhile, Hopper is like fucking battling Russians. He gets sucked in, or they think he's been killed.
Right.
Secretly, he's been sucked through a portal into Russia, and he's in like a Russian gulag at the beginning for the entirety of season 4
Yeah.
until Joyce and Murray break him
Get
out.
in and save him.
Yeah, they get in there and save him.
And Murray's really good too.
Yeah, Murray's a good character. He's introduced in season 2 as well because he's hired by Barb's parents to investigate the cover up of Barb's death.
Mm.
He's like a tabloid journalist. He believes like he's basically like you know those magazines you see in the mall where it's
He's
like
a conspiracy guy.
Exactly. And so then he gets pulled into it. He knows everything now too. Season 4, you're introduced to characters Eddie.
Some would say he's tapped into the culture.
Right. Season 4 is also where you get introduced to the actual big bad of the series, which is Vecna.
Right.
Who is like a humanoid vessel of everything evil in the Upside Down.
Right.
And he's killing off children.
Right. It seems that Vecna, which is Henry, which is his real name, he used to be a boy.
It's introduced that he's number 1, and he was the first experiment.
Right. And he had
But
killed his family, and then he's at the facility with the other children that they're trying to make from his blood.
But you don't know that yet. You don't know that until the middle of the season, the final season.
Right.
That he was actually not a creation of Hawkins' lab. They used Henry's blood to make the other children superpowered in the lab. But none of them were as strong as 11.
Yeah. 11 and him have a battle inside the lab, and she sends him to the she sends him to the other planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Creating, I guess, the Upside Down.
The bridge.
In the process.
Right. So what you figure out.
So how is.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump to the finale. So how all of this came to be. Henry was infected when he was a boy. He was a Boy Scout. He was exploring a cave, and there was a guy in that cave that had run away from. He's got a briefcase, and he's run away from some government facility. Well, the guy's freaking the fuck out and trying to shoot Henry. Henry has no powers at this point. Henry picks up a rock, he kills that guy. When he opens his briefcase, there's this alien fucking creature inside of it. That creature takes hold of Henry. That creature is an offshoot of the Mind Flayer that actually is the main big bad, after all. And that Mind Flayer creature is from this other planet that exists on the other side of the Upside Down. The Upside Down is a bridge where things from that other planet come through. So what they thought about the Upside Down, they literally say this. What they thought about the Upside Down was completely wrong the entire time.
So
it's not another
11
world, it's a
was
bridge.
created because Henry's blood was infected with the Mind Flayer.
That's what gave Henry the powers.
Which gave 11 Mind Flayer powers without being directly connected to the entire process.
Yeah. Henry's powers are from the other planet. And the Mind Flayer is like the king shit of that planet. The Demodogs and the Demogorgons also come from there. And they've been traveling to our planet through this bridge, which is the Upside Down.
So that's how it even got there inside the chest.
That's how all of it, yep.
So they have Now we're getting into the final season spoilers.
I don't think we should spoil the ending, but let's just talk about.
Well,
Let's talk about the
I
cultural
want to talk
impact of
about.
Stranger
Do you
Things.
want to? Do you think that there's going to be more spin-offs?
Yes, but what the Duffer Brothers have said at
So
this
do you
point,
think the?
I can tell you
I was gonna say, do you think
if you'll let me speak.
this is kind of a spoiler though? But I mean, this can be
Please
get
don't
cut out
spoil
regardless.
anything.
Do you think the Mind Flayer is completely destroyed? Or do you think the spin-offs will include just other vessels that he sent to the
I
planet?
cannot remember if they actually show the Mind Flayer getting killed, like himself, but Vecna dies, and they collapse the upside down, ceasing the bridge to the other planet. The bridge was created when when 11 shoved his ass through
Mm-hmm.
when she was a kid back to the other planet. She like opens this thing and shoves him through. That's how the upside down was created. 11 created it
Yeah, because the
accidentally.
upside down is only a
It,
recreation
it's
of
it's
Hawkins,
it's alluded to the fact that right.
which
It's
is where
alluded to
she
the
was
fact
at.
that whatever this creature was inside this thing, it came from outer space. It didn't come through the portal. The portal was only created later as a bridge
Mm.
by 11, and then Vecna then opened the bridge to send shit back through. Because there were no demodogs and demogorgons running around.
I mean, because all I was gonna say is there's gonna be a battle, but that's expected. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
But
that's
now, what
not.
I was going to say about that is that the Duffer Brothers said that the next project they're working on that's coming out, I guess, either this year or next year, has nothing to do with the stuff that happens in Stranger Things. They're working on something totally new,
Oh, just a whole new series,
a whole
not a
new
spin-off.
series. I don't think it's a spin-off. I'm sure
It's
they're
not
leaving.
related to the Stranger Things U,
I think
the
they're.
STU,
Yeah,
the stew.
the stew.
Can we
But
refer to it as the stew? The
this
Stranger Things universe?
the stew.
No, you locked me in the stove, bro.
That's what they said. But I'm pretty sure that at some point it's too big of an IP that they're not going to beat the fucking shit out of this dead horse. I enjoyed the ending. I thought there was some goofy shit going
It
on
makes me
in the
want to
final
rewatch the
season.
beginning of the show because
You should.
I'm surprised at how young they look. Because you sent me that picture of Will in the hospital. That was probably season 2.
Yeah, I made a bad joke. We're not going to talk about it.
Well, I wasn't even gonna talk about it. You sent me you were watching the show and then you sent me a
All
picture
right, so this is
of
all in
Will.
good fun, but I will share my joke.
Okay.
And we please put up the picture that I sent you so that we can
Well,
see what I'm
yeah.
talking about. All right, so here's the picture. And my joke was because Will comes out as gay in the final season, is that I sent Tanner this picture and I said, "Man, AIDS really ravaged my boy."
Bruh.
And I thought it was hilarious in a really dark
Well, I
way.
thought it was funny too. I didn't think it was hilarious.
It's pretty fucking funny. It was stewing in my brain, and
STU.
thought I was cooking, bro. Still do.
You were cooking some stew.
Yeah, I was explaining to a coworker the joke that I told without showing him the picture and everything, and he thought it was fucking hilarious.
Who? Duh. I'm just. That's
Hey,
enough.
you guys!
I want to watch Wambo.
What do you think? Dude, what do you think he was like as a baby?
He's probably watching Wambo.
I would love to see a picture of the baby.
He's probably cute.
Probably.
He's got one big hair about that thick.
Right. It's like a cartoon.
And it's curled up.
Just a cartoon baby. Yeah.
Yeah. With some buck teeth.
But anyway, I'm a big fan of the series. I'm not crazy where I'm wearing like. Actually, I say that, but I actually have 2 Stranger Things T-shirts. I've got a pizza.
I'm 24. The show came out, and I was like 14, 15.
It's been a cultural milestone. Like I say this, I was talking to our dad about this not too long ago. But there's not very often do a show ends and you go, holy shit! Like that show really defined an era of television.
I remember watching the trailer for it in movie theaters for season 1. Remember?
Like a Netflix trailer.
We went to see some movie, and at the beginning for the previews, it was previewing season 1 of Stranger Things.
I don't remember this, but I don't deny it. I just don't remember it. The
Well,
way I heard about it was a buddy of mine who I guess he had watched it, and this was when the show had just come out. I guess he was just looking for something to watch, and it popped up. He was like, "Hey man, you should watch Stranger Things." He's like, "I think you'd really like this show," and I did, and I was like, "This is fucking good." And then it just kept getting better and better and better, and every season is really like topped the one before. I do think season 4 is better than the final season, but season 5 it's good. There's nothing bad about this show. There's bad plot lines
yeah,
in
no.
like season 2. I think the whole herd running off to Chicago is a bad plot line.
They were exploring stuff.
They were doing stuff, but they bring that back full circle because that character comes back.
Yeah.
Um,
Which that's not really a spoiler.
no, not at all. We already set it up for that. And honestly, if you're watching this,
Can we talk about like the orgy at the end?
yeah.
Because
Let's
they've lost their way in the sewer, and
Speaking
then
of
they all bang 11.
what did you also like? You liked Welcome to Derry, right?
Yeah. Do you want to have that for another episode, or do you want to?
We can, or I mean, I
We'll just
just
talk about
the
what we can
shows in
talk
this
about. Welcome to Derry and it, and
show.
the
We'll
the
save that.
spiritual Stephen King universe
We'll save
in
that. Yeah.
another episode.
Um,
What time you got? Do you remember what time we started?
about 8:30,
What
eight
time?
twenty-five.
What time is it now?
No, we started it at like 8:03 or 8 o'clock, and it's 8:25 now.
Oh
We've been going for about. We don't have to make this super long. Just
no,
um,
we'll go to like 30, I guess.
yeah, we're almost there anyway. But closing thoughts on it. In a way, Stranger Things is one of those shows that, to me, it is going to be revered, and I mean, currently is one of the best shows of all time. I don't know that any other show, like there are shows that have super duper fanfare. This show has an insane amount. I mean, you have children that love it, you have adults that love it. When I think of really good shows, I think of like The Sopranos. Children do not watch The Sopranos.
No, or
Children do,
Breaking Bad.
children do not watch Breaking Bad.
Now, I've
Children
never watched Breaking Bad, but that is
children
apparently
don't
one of the
watch
best
right.
shows,
Children don't watch Lost.
arguably.
Um, I did when I was in middle school because it was on television. But same thing with like Twin Peaks, which is also like culturally significant, or like X Files. Stranger Things is one of those shows that can really be enjoyed by anyone because it carries
Yeah,
adult themes,
and every season's
but
good.
it's also very Goonie style, and it hits on so many like just just things that like adventure, supernatural shit, like sci-fi. Anybody can like this show.
Yeah,
It's a dope show.
romance, coming of age.
I love Stranger Things.
I love Stranger Things.
Pizza Boy, Surfer Boy Pizza for life. One thing I dislike about this
He
final
didn't come
season,
back.
yeah, where the fuck was he? The last time you saw him, he was like in the forest, foraging for mushrooms at the end of season 4. He's looking for shrooms. And then
Okay.
the rift opens, and then it's like,
Did he fall in the rift?
they don't show. They don't show if he died. He's just not there.
They
They
don't even
didn't.
talk about it either.
No, they don't. And that actor said that they didn't even ask him to come back.
Maybe they just didn't want to have like a stoner thing, but like
Maybe.
it didn't derive from the show whatsoever having him, and he
No,
was
he
he
was
was quite
important. He
funny.
drove them back.
But I guess the thing with Will's brother becoming a stoner was like not liked by Nancy, and also I guess from the way the final season panned out, wasn't liked really by
Yeah, but it was funny.
the writers. It was funny, but they completely got rid of any sort of like stoner humor or anything regarding
Right. Right. Well, because he
marijuana
wasn't
and
high
it.
anymore. Now they're
Yeah,
like in DEF CON 9.
yeah. Now it's like the pinnacle of
Yeah.
everything, and
The show shifted. That's another thing
imagine
too.
coming back from that and being like, I imagine like actually being like in that shit, and then going through all of the seasons as if you're one of the characters, and then finally season 5, oh, everything is from a whole nother planet, and this is like a this is a worm, this is we're
Yeah.
inside of a wormhole.
Like it fucking jumped. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it jumped drastically,
But it's
and
dope.
like what the stakes were,
Well, that's the
and
thing
like
is,
how truly dangerous everything is, because
first,
like what, we go to the other planet and then like we beat the thing, Okay, we still have to get back though. Like, what if the fucking there's still monsters in the upside down? You know, there's just so many different danger levels have escalated, and
Sure.
it got to a certain peak in season 4, and then it got even more dangerous in season 5.
Well, it totally goes from standard trope of like kids on bikes type situation, where it's like just kids exploring and running away from a monster that's chasing us, and then it jumps from like now they are like fucking fully like militarized, and like the adults are involved now, and now everybody's got a fucking machine gun,
Yeah, there's
and
no
we're
mystery about what happened to Will Byers anymore.
hell
Even
no.
though you still don't completely find out until the end of season 5, ironically, but it's like everyone is involved in the shit. Everybody knows.
All the
Even
important
Mike's
people.
fucking mom is involved in the shit to
Right,
some extent.
right. But anyway, good show. Kind of sad it's over, but all good things must come to an end,
Yeah.
and it ended on a good note. They didn't,
The Duffy brothers have had some shitty responses
people.
to the fans, but
Well, people are gonna be mad no matter what, but they would have been madder if like you had killed off certain characters, and they didn't do that, and so props to the Duffer Brothers. You guys fucking rocked it, and
I mean,
you guys had a
I
good
don't know how
10
to
year
make
run.
something like that. So
Personally, I don't know that their next show will be half as successful. People are always going to compare it to this fucking magnum opus straight from the rip.
yeah,
So I
they're
don't know
always gonna compare it to Stranger Things, even if it's
exactly,
not related.
exactly. Too hard not to. But honestly, it's one of those shows that fucking put Netflix on the map, and it's probably what honestly,
It's probably their
really,
strongest IP.
what fucking kicked off streaming in general. Like,
Stranger Things.
I think Stranger Things had a huge impact on streaming
It might have, because
because
Netflix
now
was the first biggest streamer,
and now
and
think
then
about it, it's
Hulu
the
got big.
biggest show in the world is no longer on television at the time. When like by the time season 2 concluded, biggest show in the world is no longer on television.
Was
See
it
what
the
I'm saying?
biggest? I don't know if it was the biggest. I don't know if it's a worldwide phenomenon.
100% it's a worldwide
They're
phenomenon.
watching it in Japan. They're like,
Bro,
"What
every
happened to Will Byers?"
dude, it's like the same effect that like maybe that I'm not
They're not
saying
watching
it's
Twin Peaks. It'd be
I'm
like, "What happened to Margaret Thatcher?" or
that's
whatever
what
her
I'm
name
saying.
was.
Margaret Thatcher. It's not that. But yes, 100% dude. People across the world, fuck it. Everybody loves Stranger Things. Obviously you have people who are like, no, I never got into it. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? I know people like that.
Yeah, I do too. But
Which is like, yeah, it was not really my thing, and now I'm too cool for school to go back and watch it. Yeah, one of those.
you don't have to be. You have all the time in the world to go
Exactly.
watch
And you
it.
should probably watch that show. It's a culturally defining
Yeah,
television show. But anyway,
they cuss. People die.
hey, they cuss, people die.
People fuck.
Hey,
They show full. They show FP on it.
that's the one thing that they're missing.
Right, is full
Full
penetration.
penetration. And honestly, if they showed that,
Which honestly, it could have concluded with that. Maybe.
anyway, that's all we got. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, start at season 1, work your way up. The reward is it's good.
Yeah, even if you know the whole thing, it's still good to go watch the whole show.
I ruin shit for myself all the time.
So people don't do that a lot.
Yeah, I know. So even if you know the whole thing, just go back and watch it.
Some people.
There's no way you know
You
everything.
know, some people you'll watch shit with them and they'll actively look up what happens in the end of it as you're both watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most annoying things ever.
Why?
That
How does it
alongside
affect you?
of watching, picking out something with somebody, watching it, and then while you're watching it, either person gets on their phone randomly and just,
Right.
it's like, what are we doing?
Right.
When are we? That's the point of watching the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be like an old head and be like, attention span has gone down, but like, you know what I mean? It's stupid because
Yeah.
you'll probably do it with your girl. I'll do it with my girl where you're
Yeah.
both watching something and they'll just pull out their phone.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Or
But
it's like you go to hang out with somebody and you're both just on your phones. It's like,
yeah,
what are we doing here?
girls do that a lot.
They do, and it's weird.
Like,
I don't
man,
like it.
yeah, they're chilling. Anyway, you guys have a good night. We'll see you next time. I'm Will,
I'm Tanner.
and this is ScareMeTender. Bye. Things is getting stranger. Nick.